What's up, guys? Son 51, and today it's not that late. Excuse me about that. It's not that late, but it's a late experience video for ROH Winter Warriors in Dayton, Ohio, last Saturday, so a week ago. And yeah, it was a really fun show, and it was unbelievable. Probably, I know it's the freshest in my mind, but maybe when it's all said and done, it is probably going to be my favorite show I've ever been to. At least as of now. Maybe Raw will be substantially. That's another reason I didn't put this out. Not because I'm going to Raw, but because I wanted to get all my homework done and not have to worry about anything going into Raw on Monday. And I hope I don't have any homework to do before Raw, but it's another topic for Monday's video. Hopefully, I film more than I did for SmackDown. But this is about ROH. Let's get into that. I'm going to just first off show you guys and tell you guys what I bought there. I didn't go crazy like I normally do at wrestling shows because I knew I had Raw. I haven't been to a Raw since, excuse me about that, but I haven't been to a Raw since 2011, so I was gonna have to go all out, and yeah, so I didn't go all out and buy the auto signings. Maybe it was because we got there a little late, but I didn't go through auto signings because I might have. If we'd gotten there on time, I may have met Patron or Seidel. I don't know yet. I didn't know if it would have. I didn't go through that. If they didn't have a poster, I would have bought a poster. But I didn't go all out and spend crazy amounts of money like I did at this show and at Survival of the Fittest. Because Survival of the Fittest, I bought 2 shirts, a DVD. It doesn't seem like much, but the 2 shirts. I had to have bought more. I don't know. But yes, so first thing I do is I get there, I give my ticket. Oh, I don't have my stub to show you guys. It's in my wallet, which is downstairs. Damn it, that'd be cool. Because I actually have that where I lost my one from Survival of the Fittest. I have no idea what happened to it. But first thing I do, I go in there, I pick up my Kingdom t-shirt. I went in wearing the red one, and I was like, you know what, I went in there with everything on my mind thinking, okay, first thing I gotta do is buy the Purple Kingdom shirt, and I did. And there will be a fantastic story to tell, which will be one of my favorite things. I don't know if I'm pushing towards the end or not. I probably will. But, yeah. And then, so I buy the shirt, and we start off the night. And, first, we didn't catch the pre-show or dark tag match, so, but then we get there, and Romantic Touch is wrestling Will Ferrara. Will Ferrara being one of the guys in what's it called? Top Prospect Tournament. And, yeah. This match is kind of, I don't know why, because we hadn't settled into our seats yet. And okay, so where we stood for the first 2 matches was, or at least for the first match and part of the second one was, there's a corner, like left-hand corner if you're just standing in front of the ring in the entrance stage itself. We stood there, but then by the middle of Michael Elgin's match, we had converted to the wall by the left if you were standing right in front of the ring, and the entrance stage was over in front of the ring to you. We stood to the left of that, which is only about maybe 15 feet from the ring, and maybe more if I remember better. I don't have the best memory when it comes to that stuff, so yeah. But so I remember this match having some funny comedy spots in it, and I really enjoyed it because I've been liking Will Ferrara. He was a last-minute throw-in to survival of the fittest, at least the qualifying matches, because of Chris Coleman. His travel issues. So yeah. So that was pretty cool. I need that drink. I'm trying to come down with the cold, and I hope to God it goes away before Monday. So, and then Will Ferrara got the win, and I really feel like he's going to be the one that is thrown into the winner of the top prospect because of just everything. I feel like they're high on him. It's good. I like him a lot, too. Then the next match was Michael Elgin versus Dirty Daddy Chris Dickinson, a guy that I've heard of, and I've seen a few pieces of his matches, in which I was really excited to see him come out there. And these guys had a really good match. It was very fun to watch. Just, it was really good. False finishes galore. Not galore necessarily, but there were some good false finishes in there. And Elgin hits the Elgin Bomb eventually for the win. And now, I know it was not the best match of the night, but it led into my favorite match of the night. Tommaso Ciampa started off. It was Michael Bennett versus Tommaso Ciampa, which just started off, and Kingdom, Maria, and Taven got involved, and then basically Hanson came out for the save because he and Taven were supposed to wrestle later in the night. There was it's supposed to be incoming blizzard which sucked. It was worse than the whole Snowmageddon thing. It was terrible. It was nothing. If anything, it was Northern Ohio that got it, and we were pretty close to Southern Ohio. So, but I feel like that was just a way of them rushing the show along. And also, they went a pretty good amount of time during the whole show. But, so then that led into a tag team match between the Kingdom versus Ciampa and Hanson. My favorite match of the night. I know it wasn't even the best one. That one I'll get to in a minute, because that was a damn good match. But this was a really, really, really fun match. Kingdom, they started off with the double super kick, and then they threw super kicks throughout the whole night, so it was very fun. I'm trying to think of what else. There was just, I don't have great memory when it comes to spots until I watch it again. But it was just a fun match. I mean, Hanson did the whole, Umaga ass to the face thing. Hanson went over the top rope. Taven, I think it was. Ciampa threw some, I forget. Again, I have terrible memory when it comes to this stuff. But he threw him into each corner of the guardrail. And, yeah, it was... In the end, sadly, the Ciampa and Hanson won with a moonsault by Hanson. So this was the match where there were false finishes galore. I thought there were so many times that the Kingdom were gonna win, and I was just like, so many times I was like, thank God, copying Matt Taven, that the Kingdom kicked out a match and stuff. And that took us into intermission. Very hot way to go to intermission. And I sat there, went to the merch stand, and picked up some DVDs. First one was, of course, Survival of the Fittest, and I won. I've got to get every show I go to on DVD. Winter Warriors I will buy. But, yeah. This was a very fun match. Actually, Sunday, I went back and rewatched the main event, the No DQ tag match with the Kingdom versus the Briscoes, because I had not seen it, because they went to the floors, and where I was standing, it was very hard to see. So I had to go back and rewatch that notes. before this night was the best match I've seen live. Yeah, so I bought that, and then I wasn't going to buy anything else, and I was going to have a nice chunk of money going into Raw. I still do have some good money going into Raw. I'm sorry. That looked like it was tipping over. So my apologies for just stopping mid-video. But I was going to take all my money that I had saved after that and just go to Raw. But I saw this, and it was the last one of its kind on the merch stand, and I decided I was going to pick it up because I don't want to pay shipping and then extra. So Kevin Steen, Thanks Steen Thanks, the documentary, or the compilation for Kevin Steen's last 2 years in ROH. And this starts right where Hell Rising, pretty much right where Hell Rising leads off. And it's very great. I've got to go back and now and pick up the rest of the 3 so I can have all of them. But Kevin Steen is just a guy that I am a huge mark for. Again, I've said it a billion times. I am, Kevin Steen is my favorite guy today. So, I had to pick this up. And I've watched this 2 already, and it's very great, so I can't wait to watch the other 2. But, okay, so then we get back to, we go back from intermission. Some guy who's from around the area is going to be on the Amazing Race, and he's an ROH fan. So they bring him in, he's talking. And Martini was on commentary, but they didn't bring him out before because it was supposed to be before intermission started. So he and Jay Lethal come out. Him, Jay Lethal, and Jay Diesel come out. And yeah, they just confront the guy basically. And then he says that the guy says Nigel McGuinness told him that something like this could happen. So he has his friends, Cheeseburger and Samson Walker, a.k.a. Big Mac, the team of Happy Meal, come out. And they started off with a really fun match. Lethal and Jay Diesel got the win, but it was still a really fun match. I'm a big fan of Cheeseburger. In fact, he did a AMA on ROH's subreddit, and he said that this was the biggest crowd he thinks that ROH has drawn in Dayton, so it was really fun. He said he enjoyed it. So yeah. And then came one of my more favorite matches of the night, because it was a personal home state feel to it, I guess. We had What's Left of the Kingdom, Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer versus Aeroform, a.k.a. Lewis London and Flip Kendrick. Those of you who don't know, Pro Wrestling Ohio, Prime Wrestling, Cleveland All Pro, just a independent company, ran out of Cleveland, Ohio, pretty much. Used to be big. Jimmy Jacobs used to come in a lot. Aeroform was a very hot tag team that were regulars there. Johnny Gargano, Matt Cross, Josh Prohibition, Shima Zion, a.k.a. Zima Ion. Trying to think who else come through that. Just a lot of people from around the Ohio place come through that. Ambrose never did it, which is kind of, I don't know, kind of weird to me. I don't know why he never did. But, so this had a very home feel to me. I've never seen Lewis London and Flip Kendrick, so it was really cool to see them. And Jimmy Jacobs, of course. BJ Whitmer is also very good, but again, the whole hometown-y feel. Jacobs and Whitmer got the win after. It was entertaining because, Jacobs did the whole typical stereotypical girl thing where it's like, take my coat, hold my earrings, hold my nipple rings. I mean, girls, yeah, but you get the idea. He really sat through the time, took off everything he had. His shoes, flipped them off, his socks. He had pink skinny jeans that he was wearing, barefoot, going Necro Butcher on it. That's really what he did. So, Yeah. And then, by far, match of the night, which people are saying it could be a match of the year candidate. Very good match, very fun match. The reason I really, really wanted to go to this show. Alberto El Patron versus Roderick Strong. Oh my gosh, these two tore the house down. I just remember marking the hell out for these guys. It was just so fun. And very great. These two were just back and forth the whole night. But the end, again, you're just gonna have to watch this for yourselves because I'm terrible with details. But this was just a fantastic match. This is definitely the best match I've ever seen live, by far. But Patron got the cross arm breaker, armbar essentially, and won with that. The Decade came out. Then Patron helped the save, and then they did the whole shake hands, and then Patron raised Roddy's hand during the match. And then the last match of the night. But before this, Stokely Hathaway and Moose come out. Stokely Hathaway cuts a promo on how the Moose Nation and Moose will soon be, how the Moose Nation will always be there, and how Moose will soon be the ROH champion, which Moose is a great guy. I think he does still have some stuff to learn on in the ring, but he has potential. He has a damn great look, and I'm really excited to see what he does. I wouldn't mind picking him up, because he's not that young. He played from 2007 till, I believe, 2012 in the NFL. So he's not that young. Or 2005, I think. Yeah, because the Vic thing. 2005 to 2012 or something like that. That's not too much time, but that's still. He's not that young. He's like 30-something. Or he's like 30, in his 30s. WWE, if they want to make him big, they need to pick him up, teach him their style, let him roll. Because I feel like that's going to be best for Moose. But Stokely Hathaway cuts a promo. And then Stokely Hathaway joins Kevin Kelly for commentary. And then ACH, Matt Sydal come out in the Briscoes. Cool tag team match. That's been the main event of every show I've been to, is the Briscoes in tag match. Two of them were the Kingdom guys. The Kingdom actual tag team. And then Adam Cole, Michael Bennett a year ago. But yeah, this was a really fun match. Anytime I see the Briscoes, it's very fun. I can't wait till the first line of ROH figures comes out so I can pick up the Briscoes. Because I have no doubt in my mind that the Briscoes will be in that first line. Along with, I'm thinking Adam Cole and possibly Jay Lethal will put the tag belts out in the first wave. I don't know. Or put all of the belts out in the first wave. I don't know, though. But, again, I really don't know. Unless they have a throwback guy in there, and then I have no idea who would be in that first wave. I'm fairly certain that the Briscoes would probably be in that first line because Jay is who they're trying to build everything around. But Jay hits ACH with the J Driller in the win. Moose attacks everybody except ACH, which this is now building to ACH versus Moose at the Atlanta Winter Warriors show later this month. It's weird because Moose backed down from ACH. It's really weird, but it happened, and everybody went home happy. It was a very fun show. Again, the best show so far. I mean, it is fresh in my mind, so I don't know, but it was a very fun show to go to. And now the story that I really want to tell. I'm sitting there during the Michael Bennett, Matt Taven, again, close to the wall. I actually move up right to the end of the chair line, standing there almost. not on top of the people, but back there. And I'm sitting there. Michael Bennett does something. Matt Taven looks in the crowd. He's passing through. He sees the purple, turns back around. He's like, points at me. He's like, nice shirt. And I do the whole Kingdom thing, like put my hands up. I was like, yeah. And that was just very fun. So I was going for the Kingdom all night long, doing the fours. Just a very fun night. That made my night. I was super happy throughout the rest of that show. And the smile wasn't wiped off my face once for the rest of the night. I mean, it still hasn't this whole week. I'm still happy about this. But then, if you've ever been to an ROH show, it's a very weird thing how the fans have a respect for the ROH wrestlers. Like, they don't mess with them because the ROH wrestlers will come through the crowd a lot. I mean, I've talked to guys like Moose, but that's because it was in a very part of the area where it was like we were in a line, the same thing. And it was just like me and my cousin and him, and I had a Sharpie with me just so I'd have it in case anything happened. And we had our stubs with me, so I was like, we were just chatting up conversation. We were like, hey, do you think you could sign? Not like a douche. We were just like, do you think you could sign these? Moose did. That was a cool thing. And then my cousin and I, and like whoever we go with, we find a way, or it's not like basically we go look for the curtain, but I've always made it to where we're by the curtain where guys can just trace in and out. It's just pretty fun. Because like, do you see the likes that are watching from the curtain, and then you see like the guys that are that just come through in and out. Like a survival of the fittest, I was standing really close to Cheeseburger for the whole show. I stood next to, or very close to Christopher Daniels for a lot of the night. Ciampa. Maria walked right past me. Again, she had her hood up, but she had her attire on, so everybody knew it was her. But nobody bothered her, except like when she walked past, my cousin and I yelled, "Love the podcast," and she like gave us thumbs up, which that was really cool too. But so it was basically the ROH fans have a respect for the wrestlers, not to mess with them, which is very cool to me. And basically Matt Taven, he's jeans, his hoodie's up. It's a Kingdom hoodie though. It's like got this logo without like the writing, I think. Red. He's got it up. He walks past me, like just pats me on the back and like just smiles at me when he walks past, like to get something to eat or something. I was just like, I felt ecstatic in that moment. I was like, oh my gosh, that was even better than him pointing me out. That was awesome. And he comes back and I was like, yeah, thanks man. You guys are awesome. He walks past and that was just that. So it's not that big of a story, but it's really cool to me. I mean, I have 2 stories like that now, where I do have Matt Taven mid-match pointing me out, saying like your shirt or awesome shirt. And then I have the Punk story, which like again it was at my first Raw. It was after the show. I was standing next to where Alberto Del Rio came out. He goes back because security's telling him not to jump on the production boxes and stuff to sign stuff. Then he comes back out. I'm still screaming, yelling for him. He turns around. He's like, runs back into the curtain, which is really cool. So yeah, I have stories like that now, and it's just part of that reason that I will always be a wrestling fan. I can't wait to hopefully one day make a kid's day, or like just make him remember that show if it's for one thing and one thing only. I'm really excited for that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Because of the whole Kingdom incident, I had a logo made for me by my cousin. So if you haven't seen it yet, go follow me on Twitter. It's my avatar there. So yeah, I will see you guys hopefully Monday, maybe before that. I really hope I film more Monday. So yeah, see you guys later.